This was designed with the stars, the square and the cross, so we know true north.
Oh my goodness.
Smiling with 50 carats in my jaw.
Oh my goodness.
The law, it's a shame, rhyme, crime.
I come here today to talk about how I feel, and I feel like that we are treated differently than other people, and I don't like how we're treated, and just because of our doesn't mean anything to me.
It's just the way I feel. Mine's been racing.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game will feature a team that loves getting it done through the air. The Patriots are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Browns, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Gott and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, we're in November now, so this is where you really need to settle in, start getting down to business.
And in baseball, they talk about the dog days of August. November, these are the dog days of football, trying to get in position for the big push.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And they're led out by a guy who learned from one of the great ones in his first few years in Tom Brady. This is Jimmy Garoppolo.
When you're a backup to one of the all-time great players, if you don't spend time picking that guy's brain or just watching and observing how he does things to increase your game, then you've wasted that time. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is that type of a player. I think those lessons learned have a chance to transmit themselves very well.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
They go play action here on first down. They'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's third down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I'll take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to be shoved down pretty hard. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. On second down, McCaffrey. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And Elliott puts this one through. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The slot man in motion right. And he'll get this up to about the 40. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he is going to field that one. Knocked down hard. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, that the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be second and about a yard. McCaffrey on the counter, and he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down near the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Garoppolo. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
This is McCaffrey on the give. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that'll help set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
the best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there at 22.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, Steel Curtain, they would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the Steel Curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were. Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back to Foxborough after this. Coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. They'll drop the throw, eluding the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st. First down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Well, the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 15 yards on that one. And New England has a first down. Down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A good pickup there, a 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now a handoff looking right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
All right, now, look at 56. 319. 319. We got three, fellas. We got three. Kill. Leopard. Set. 3, Leopard.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Browns send out their punter now. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
All right. Hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. Third quarter now. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Avery Moss coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down again.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he's struggling, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Raekwon McMillan coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Going to throw right side here, complete. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Elliott puts this one through. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So all 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
And all these field goals are great, but it's touchdowns that win games for you in the NFL. So you just wonder if settling for 3 on some of these drives is going to come back to haunt him.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. And quickly, they get to the line.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. And he rifles one incomplete. Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the play. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through it. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
To the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Wide open receiver complete. And some room to work. All the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got him, took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Now back to throw. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 3rd down, that's Farmer. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Slot man moves right. Now they try the right right side here. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I'll guarantee you, he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot. Hot. Stop right here, defense. Let me hear that crowd. Let's go. Let's go, team. Let's go.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And they're not going to let him get this one off. We have a whistle and a timeout as they'll try to put him on ice a bit. And they still have 2 timeouts left. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences.
They've got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Got some real estate inside the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Gone!
He's back to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
No. Detroit! Detroit! Gone! No. Check. Patriot!
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They've gone to the 4th up in Seattle, and that one belonging to the Buccaneers. Deshaun Watson, good game throwing the ball, over 300 passing yards. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a 7th loss of the year, so that means they will